Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Boiler Room Pre-Market Watch List, where we try to find some of the hottest stocks to trade every single day. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Glad to see you in here. All right, so let's give it a few seconds here. Wait for some more people to roll in. Let's get it. I just won't stop. Sup, what's going on? All right, everybody. So it is Wednesday. It's the day before a holiday. So with that in mind, you have to consider that there may be a lot of traders that aren't trading today due to travels, maybe to go see family, getting set up for Thanksgiving. Some people are probably traveling or they're just taking the day off. A lot of things to consider. So chances are the volume might be a little less in the overall market today, in which case we have to try and, as traders, consider that or take that into consideration while we're trading today. So with that being said, let's get into it. I got a few stocks here. It's not, honestly, to be completely honest with you, I don't have a ton on my watch list this morning, and I'm not super fond about a lot this morning as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, kind of show you what I'm looking at, but really just not a whole lot this morning. Michael, I think you probably should go out drinking instead of trading today. I know I'll be drinking later today. All right, so first one we got on watch here is XNET. Now, this thing is just being, hold on one second. XNET, so this is the first stock that I had on my watch list. One of the first. So now yesterday, I did want to go short on it. It looked as if, when you're looking at it pre-market, like it wanted to keep going down. And the next thing you know, it just got squeezed up, went super high, all the way to 24.29. Now, 24.29 or this $25 area is a big major resistance area. So it doesn't surprise me that it rejected up there and now it's starting to come down. Now, if you ask me, I'm more short biased on this stock than I am long, but it does scare me because the past, like yesterday, it completely sold off your pre-market just to ramp back up and go up $6 a share. Pretty crazy move there. So today, it looks very weak once again. So I think I'm more short biased on XNET. Now, it's a little early. We still have some time before the market actually opens. But, I mean, it is downtrending. It would be nice to see the stock hold below or stay below the $21 area. If it can stay below this $21 area, I'll look to enter a short, and maybe look for a move down to 20. I could very well see this going all the way down to $18 today. I think that's very doable, especially when we look at the daily chart and see that the stock is up super duper high, right? I think it's very possible we could see this drop down to $18 today for a nice short position. So again, XNET is on watch for a short. As of right now, I think my game plan is to see that it stays below $21. If it can stay below 21 and hold below, then I'll look to enter a short position looking for a move down to, 20, 19, and then maybe even $18. But if it does what it's doing right now and it continues to move back upwards, we might see it squeeze back up again. And the squeeze would probably be above this trend line here. If it breaks up above like the 2150, 2140s area, we could see the stock squeeze. You have to take into consideration that we might see it move back up again because there are a lot of short sellers watching the stock, hoping that it will go down. And if in fact it doesn't, they'll get squeezed out once again, like we've seen over on this day, and then it should move higher. Okay, so keep XNET on short watch right now, but if it starts to break up above this trend line we have here, it could very well easily turn into a long trade. On the flip side, it could just be a rally all day long, okay? So XNET is on watch there for a short. Now, since everybody's watching this stock, I gotta mention it. CLNT this morning went from basically $5 to $10. There is some news they have out this morning. Clean Tech Solutions reports wholly owned subsidiary Vantage Ultimate Limited, blah, 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 swap deal to buy 51% in Marvel's issued share capital. But long story short, they have Marvel Media in the headlines of their news this morning, which is really the driving factor of this big price move. For a penny stock to have Marvel's name in their headline is just really big. Hold on. Well, I'm looking at some comments here. Okay, so with that being said, CLNT is on watch for a long right now. We have a high of 1074. The question is, how high can the stock really go? That is unknown. If we look at the daily chart, right, it is a former spiker. Right now, it is right at its previous resistance, right at about 1070. What happened the last time it reached 1070? It came right back down, okay? Again, this thing spiked all the way to 1070 and then came crashing down. If you look at every time the stock spikes, it comes right back down, spike, right back down, spike, right back down, spike down, spike down. So what does that tell you is probably going to happen today? It will probably come right back down. So the only way this is really good is if it gets over the 1070 mark and puts in an all-time high. It already has technically, but if it puts in an all-time high over 1070, could be good for a long. But if history tells us anything, the chances of it doing that are low, and we will probably see the stock sell off out of the gates and will be a nice short all the way down to $4 to $5 based on what it does in previous from previous history. Look at the chart: spike down, spike down, spike down. So to think that it's not going to do that this time would be pretty naive. So chances are this may run a little bit more over the 1070 mark, but don't be shocked to see it completely sell off and fade out for the day. So for any of those of you guys that are looking at trading CLNT today, you have to consider that every time the stock spikes, it fails and it comes right back down. So you don't want to get caught on the back end of that, or don't hold the bag on it because chances are it will come down, okay? So that was one of them. So CLNT. Another one to watch is going to be QD. Now, QD had a really, really good day yesterday. We called the reversal, went long on it. Nice day there. Okay, this thing, the reason this is on watch today is because it's probably going to have a lot of range. And when I say range, it means it's probably going to move in dollar values over the day. Right now, it kind of set in this high after hours at about 1950. Then it rejected, now it's coming down. Right now, it looks pretty weak. I would like to see this. I would like to go long on this. So right out of the gates, it might be a little bit of a rally back and forth, and people don't know which way they want it to go. But I think if it fades down to 18 and breaks 18, we could have a short play. If not, we might just see it rally a little bit in here. So I'm really just keeping QD on watch because I know it'll have range, and then it'll probably have some short setups and long setups throughout the day. There's really not too much of a game plan on QD as of right now because it's kind of early, but I know that it's going to be in play today, so that's why I'll be watching it. Okay. Now, I will take a look at let's see, RLOG, someone is mentioning. RLOG, very low volume, probably not something you're going to want to trade today. There are a few other ones. RIOT is also on watch. It went from $9 to $12 yesterday. And now it's just kind of getting held up in this little pattern here. Not a great pattern. Really, if it breaks over this 1206 area, I think I'm going to take a long. If it can break back above $12, definitely looking for a long position up until probably the $13 mark. I think we could very easily see RIOT move up to the $13 area if it can break back above $12 today. OSUR is good to mention. OSUR actually is on watch from my buddy Matrix. He put this out here. So you can see OSUR, it had basically some news about some deal for some like gasoline or something like that. And it was like a $143 million deal. So if you look at the daily chart, the idea here is that hopefully today with that news that was released yesterday, we can see OSUR almost fill the gap. So we have from about $16, $17 up until $19 would be the gap fill. Right now we're looking, for me, my first target would really probably be $18, considering that the 100 moving average and the 20, the 50 moving average are right here. So this first white line, I'm long biased on OSUR at the moment. If it can break back up above 17 today, so entry for me probably is going to be above 17 for a move up to the $18 mark. Wow, good job. That's crazy. This is OSUR, correct. So again, OSUR, if it can get above 17, we might have a nice move up until the $18 mark. DMPI, yeah, I seen that earlier this morning. Right now, it's challenging to say what's going to happen. It's really trading. It has traded a lot of volume. It's traded 1 million shares so far this morning. But right now, it doesn't really look very strong. It looks more of it looks pretty weak. But, you know, if you were to take a long, it would probably have to be over this resistance area at about $1.30. BORN. Yeah, this is just a low volume stock. I mean, I wouldn't really mess with it. Again, you want to trade the stocks everybody's trading. That's how you will make money. And the stocks that will be in play today will most likely be OSUR, XNET, QD, CLNT, but most likely to the short side, and RIOT. These are going to be the stocks that are most likely going to be in play today. Mark, you'll have to log into your trading course. Use your login credentials to your trading course, and then it will be the first section in the curriculum labeled like live scanners and screen shares. And then the link will be provided inside. EKSO. EKSO was originally on my watch list. And the reason being is the day it had yesterday, it was moving after hours, grinding higher. It popped up to 515. Now it's sold down. So to be honest, here's the dealio. This trend line, if it can continue to hold this trend line and not sell off, we might see it squeeze up and start running again. But I don't have high hopes for EKSO to do that. It honestly is probably going to, I think it's going to be a red day for EKSO. I mean, if you look at the daily chart, you'll see that this stock went very, very high. It's a penny stock. It's not meant to be this high. So the probability of it continuing higher is less likely than the probability of it coming down, right? That's the way you got to look at it. ECYT. No, not right now. It does have resistance here, like a breakout level right there at 550. But right now it's fading away from that unless it's doing something pre-market that I'm not seeing here. Yeah, no, it's a low volume stock. It doesn't really look like it's anywhere to breaking out right now. Good morning, Mason. What's up, brother? MR Marvel. Did look at this earlier. Yeah, I think Marvel. I didn't put it on watch originally, but I do think it's worth watching, possibly to the long side. But you do got to note that it is pretty extended here. It just recently picked up in volume and had some big days, so it's worth watching. Right now, it's got like a resistance here at this 2380. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I would watch Marvel for a long. I think that's a possibility. Yeah, keep Marvel on watch for a long there, guys. GPS. Let's see, GPS. Oh, what is this? Actually, I'd be more short biased. Yeah, this is a short trade for sure. More short bias. You can see that it tapped 33 times, 3 days in a row, and never broke through. So I'd be a little bit more short biased on this one. And as you can see, it tapped 30 here and kind of faded out. Now it's just fading down. So I'd keep that on definitely on a short watch. So again, I'm just going to recap, make this quick for you guys. So XNET, I'm more short biased on today. We'll see. Got to be careful with it because I was more short biased here, and boy, was I wrong, right? It went way up. So I don't know if that's going to happen again today or if it's not, right? So I am more short biased on XNET, right? It's right at that trend line right about now on a 20-day chart. You can see it's basically on that trend line. So it's possible we'll see this ramp up today, but I think that there's going to be less volume in the market today. So we'll see. All right. So keep XNET on your watch list. Keep QD on your watch list. Keep RIOT on your watch list. Keep CLNT on your watch list. All right. You can even keep Marvel on watch for a long, and then OSUR is on watch for a long as well. All right. Oh. So again, that's really all I got for you guys this morning. Wasn't a whole lot that I was super crazy about. Like I said, the volume's probably going to be a little less today, so I think I'll be a little bit more patient. Just be more patient waiting for your trades. They may not just happen automatically. Rich, I'm glad you found me too, brother. CHFS, I haven't looked at CHFS. Let me take a quick look here. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I maybe keep CHFS on watch for a short. We'll see. Volume is coming back. So again, right, be more patient with your trades today, considering the volume in the market's probably a little bit less, and then just wait for the trades to set up. They may not happen instantly. Again, right, thinking that there's less volume in the market, the day might start off really choppy until something really gives you some direction. Okay, so with that being said, that's all I have for you guys tomorrow. I will not be on tomorrow, of course, or that's all I have for you today. I won't be on tomorrow because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. And then Friday, we're going to have a short day in the market. Market will only be open till 1 p.m. So again, volume might be a little bit less on Friday. All right, so for those of you tuning in, if you guys would like to join into the free trading chat room, link is in the description below. Link for the Facebook group is also in the description below, where I'll do kind of like a short little watch list before the market opens. So if you don't want to go through the whole video. And then the link to join into the trading course in the live trading room with stock scanners is also in the link below. So if you're interested in any of that, it's all down there. All right, guys, so take care, and I will see you on Friday morning.